Hello everybody, I'm Mithril, and welcome to the lesson where you will learn to create your first hunter. Uh, okay, you know the basic rule of the game. You have four corners, and at each corner you can create different team colors. I use the term team because the standard term is player, but it's a bit confusing because when you say player, usually you mean the human that play the game. While in Huntercoin it means more team because it's a group of hunter. So when you read here player, in your head read team, say team. Okay, so you have on the left, top left of the map the yellow corner, on the top right the red corner, on the bottom right the green corner, and on the bottom left the blue corner. Let me say a tip about my client. If you press F5 you are taking right to the yellow corner, F6 take you to the red corner, F7 to the green, and F8 to the blue. I find it very useful because you can have shortcuts for, so you jump right to the different section. So let's talk about how to create an hunter. You can click on this green tower button or press Ctrl+2 as stated on the tooltip, and you will see your team window. You can resize dragging this window. I set a max 8 and width and a min 8 and width because I think that narrow than that isn't useful, and too wide too, because the information aren't so many to require a wider window. You can anyway drag the blue vertical bar to resize player, team section and hunter section. Now let me show you how to create an hunter. You press the plus button. First of all you need definitely hacks on your wallet. I don't know if I spelled hacks, I say hacks. The amount you can see here, unluckily for me, is not the amount I have on my game wallet because I'm on testnet. You can see I'm using testnet, so it's just because I'm developing the client and I need to debug and so on. So now for this demo I'm using testnet, so I can screw up and spend my coins freely without worrying too much. So let's create our hunter. Just last thing, when you resize a window, any window you can see here, once you exit the game it will be stored, so when you restart the client you will find at the position you left when you exited for the game. Okay, now press the plus button. I want to create my team. Here you can choose the color, so let's create a green team. You select green. Note that if you don't select any color and press create, I underline where you need to specify some field. So let's create a green answer and not answer, sorry, team, and name the team team A. Okay. Reward address is where the coin you bank are sent to. If you don't specify anything, every coin that this team grab and bank is sent to the address that you can see here, but that is used when you create a team, because basically every team is linked to an address on your wallet. Take this in mind because it's an important concept of the game. Every team is an address. You can even transfer team to another address or choose where to send coins, as I said, when you bank it, and that's the reward address. Reward address is usually useful when you want to have a common address where you and your teammates send the incoming apps, because maybe you want to share it, you want to split it or anything. Or it's useful when yourself want to send all the coin you win in a common address and manage it better. Maybe it could be an address in an encrypted wallet. You know, to play the game, you need an unencrypted wallet. So it's better to split, to have different wallets, one to play and one to do normal transaction like any other cryptocurrency. You can even set an exchange address if you want. So every coin you win goes straight to your exchange. Anyway, I don't specify anything, so everything I collect go right to the team A address. You see team A in red because it's pending. When you create a team, you don't have it already available as soon as you press create, because being this game that is based on blockchain, it means that every transaction needs to be verified by other nodes and included in the chain. So when the miners will accept your transaction, and the create team is a transaction, and the block is generated, every node will know that you have created a team A, and since this block has one confirmation, you will be able to use that team. So now I'm on testnet, and nobody is mining it, so I will just launch the set generate command to mine something. This way I'll generate a block and simulate the normal blockchain life cycle. In the meantime, okay, you have heard this sound. This sound means that a new player has been created, and here you can see on the right and even on the console that a new player has been created. Okay, remember, player, read it as team. So you can click team A and you'll be sent to the team. Can you see here? Because I've implemented a interactive console. Even when notification pop up here, you can click them usually, and will be sent to the location where the notification has happened. The subject of the notification has happened. So now that I created a team, I had already another team 1, but I've just created team A. You can see opening mini wallet. Well, this is because I mined the block, but I've sent orphan. Okay, well, don't look this because on testnet things are a little screwed up. I wanted to show you the name register transaction, but I can see that, well, it's not important. Anyway, clicking on the eye, you can see details about the transaction, but I can see the transaction that has been generated when I created a team. If I go to the address, I can see that address start with the lowercase h. This is because I'm on testnet, and testnet address starts with lowercase h. On main blockchain, the h is uppercase. Anyway, I've created team A, and now it's available to me, so I can move it, I can destroy it, I can do anything. Just note a thing. I open the cell information window, Control 3 or pressing this icon. Okay, now I go left. Okay, you can see that I click everywhere and change information changes here. You can read here the coordinate. I click on my Hunter. You can see I have both on the same cell. This is a coincidence. Now, look that if I click on an Hunter on this cell, since both are mine, they change the selection here. So basically, when you click on cell info and Hunter, if that Hunter is yours, the team window will be updated selecting the Hunter you've clicked here. Now let's move team A. So I click team A. Now team A is just one Hunter. That's my main Hunter, also called general. Consider it a captain, a leader, a team leader. This is much important. This is the most important Hunter a team can have, and it's highlighted with a star. You can see a star sign here, because if this Hunter die, or if he himself destroy, or if he's killed by an enemy, the whole team will be destroyed, even if other Hunters are far away. Note that an Hunter costs to you 200 UX actually. I don't know if UX is spelled UX. I say UX. No, maybe I'm wrong in pronunciation. Sorry for my English. Anyway, team A. If you look at cell info, this cell value is 400 UX because I have 2 Hunter there. The 200 that I spent to create a team is placed into the pocket of my commander, team leader. This means that if someone kills this Hunter, 200 are dropped on the ground and the enemy can collect it. Well, not exactly 200 because a fee is sent to miners. If I remember right, it's about 4%. So if you be killed, 4% of 200, that should be 8 acts. If I write it right, will be dropped there. So yeah, so mind it, because consider it, because when you fight versus other Hunter, you should consider how much coin really will be dropped on the ground to see if your action is valuable or not. And remember also that when you bank your loot, another fee is taken from miners. 10% of your loot will go to miners. I think it's a lot, and we are discussing to change these amounts. Anyway, let's move this Hunter. Select team A. Just that. Hold Shift and right click on a cell. You see that a path has been generated. I'm holding Shift. Without holding Shift, you can set a path. You can even build multi-waypoint path, complex path, holding instead of Shift, Control. So if I hold Control after I've set the first step, my path continues from there to another point. So you see, I can build complex path. Once I'm fine with the path I've created, this really sucks, I can accept it or cancel it. You can see here two icons. This, I can show you, is a flame icon. Is used to destroy your hunter. I will show you later. And while this is the trash bin, if you click this, your queued path, because this is just queued path and is not something sent, is a draft. Okay, can be removed. So you can see removed. When you build your path, here you can see the number of blocks that will be required to reach your destination. If I zoom enough, I can see numbers on my path. I just showed that at certain zoom level because for performance reason, and even because to zoom it out will be anyway unreadable. Okay. Anyway, after 35 blocks, I would reach this point. Now let's assume I'm fine with this path. I press this button. This button accepts my current queued moves. If I add other hunters, accepting would mean that every hunter will send the queued action they had. This is because moving action is always a transaction, and the transaction, as I said you when you created a team, refers to a team. So you can't send single moves for single hunters in the same team. You can send them as a whole. Anyway, now with latest changes, it would be very difficult to have different hunters under the same team, because herds that are used to generate other hunters, heart rate is, if I remember right, 500 blocks. So every 500 blocks an art pop up. So it's very rare. Okay. Anyway, let's accept that. Okay, this trash bin works as this one, but it's applied to the whole team. So cancel the whole team keyword action. For keyword action, I mean even destroy. So let's create the path and accept it. When you accept, you are sending the transaction. This means that now I've sent my transaction that tells the other nodes that I want to move, passing from different waypoints that are the points I clicked to build the complex path, till the 40 step here on coordinate 461476. I set then the team color to red, and this is a visual glance that say you that your team is pending. When a team is pending, this means that you can't do any action to the team. You can change reward address, you can move this, is locked. And in red you can read how much blocks it will take, the information I had earlier. Okay, now let's keep meaning, so you see that the hunter really will move. Every move costs 1 cent, so 0.01, oops, because it's a transaction fee. Every fee I'm talking about isn't a fee that goes to me. I didn't really take any fee except the subscribe fee that you had to pay to use my client. Every other fee is a blockchain fee, so it goes to miners. Okay, now it's taking some time to generate the block. Okay, it's generated, and now you see that from red it becomes green. Well, it isn't accepted. Okay, you can see that the path is still red because a block has been generated, but this transaction didn't went into that block. Okay, now it does. So you can see that my hunter has moved, and now 39 blocks are left. Earlier there was 40 blocks to that location, now 39. The green line show you that you are really moving toward that direction. So if I generate other 39 blocks, I will be here. Now on this window you can see now this icon that show you that you are moving. I've placed that icon in different places, so even in sell info you can see it here and in other windows. So when you see this icon, this means that the selected hunter is moving. Then you can do another thing. Remember that we are here on the team window, player window, call it as you wish. You can click on this icon, green, you see, and you are disabling the path, so you can toggle the path visibility. It's useful because when you have several hunters that are crossing their path, it's a bit confusing, so you just can toggle off the path visibility. Consider that if you are focusing an hunter in your cell window, even toggling this wouldn't hide this, because selected hunter on cell info always show their path, so you have to change the cell selection, and so you can toggle visibility. You can even do other things like right clicking on the hunter and click on path color, because here you can choose you can choose which color you want the path to be displayed. Let's choose yellow. Okay, you see here yellow and the path is yellow. This is useful too because always if you cross paths you can easily see who is going where, and you can even choose to display different colors based on the different action you want to do. You can, as an example, display in red the path of hunter that you are using as attackers. Just an example. It's your choice. You have the ability to do that, so you can use this feature as you wish. Now, right clicking, you can see even configure behaviors and disable automatic behaviors, but behaviors is a complex subject that I want to explain in another video, because it's really big, but it's really cool, I can assure you, because it means that you can have automatic behavior. It's like having a bot, but it's more interesting because it's linked with human interaction, so you can leave one or more behavior run, like collect coin in this area, or follow an hunter or anything, and use then alerts or other things that I will build in the future, like Android alert, or anyway smartphone alert, that will say you, hey, look at the game because you're closer to your destination, and things like this. So you leave my client running, and then you turn to the client when an alert pop up, and you can manually do the action you want. Anyway, I will explain all the behavior thing later. If you right click on the team, you can instead do the thing I said you before. Change the reward address. Now I didn't add a reward address before, so here is not the vote. Or transfer player. Transfer player is useful when you want to transfer the control of your team to another person, or you want to move it to another wallet without exporting or importing private key. So as an example, if I hope that Huntercoin will be successful enough for team play to be seen, and I can imagine guides build where one or more player play together and share maybe the hunters on the field. So I can play, let's say, for an hour. I start play, then I transfer the control of my team to another human that take my place in the game. It would be really cool, but anyway, there is the chance to do that, and still it's already here, ready to use. Anyway, you just need to write here the address of the person that want to control your hunt. These icons here are to configure behaviors and to activate reserved players. Well, this feature will be disabled soon because it's no more useful. In early version, the creation of the player took 4 blocks at least, not just one confirmation but 4. So there were the chance to reserve a name. This means pre-create the player so that you then could activate in one confirmation the player. But now the creation take 1 block confirmation, so this is definitely not useful no more. Early it was a really cool feature. Anyway, for the moment I think it's enough. And I hope I explained a little bit what you can do with this window. Well, I can destroy it just to show you the last part of the console. Let's aside this. Okay, you can see the flame window, the flame icon is red. And now let's mine it. Let's start mining to destroy my own hunter. Now on testnet there are so few players that are spread out. It's difficult to show you how to destroy another color. I will do that in another lesson. For the moment, white the block generation, and you will see that the player will be destroyed. In the meantime, I click on set alarms to show you various alarms you can set. One of those is kill player and kill hunter. A new player. New player, you heard it earlier when I created a new player. Baby cry sound. While kill player is this one, and kill hunter is this one. Player, remember, is team. So when your general die, you will hear the kill player sound. It's taking a bit to generate the transaction. Okay, it's done. It should die. Let's see. No, not yet. It's not yet gone into the blockchain. This is important to note because when you send a transaction, it's not sure that it will be processed the next block. contrary, it's very there are a lot of chance that the action will be processed 2 blocks from the moment you send that. And it's important when you plan your moves, because you have to consider this delay. So if I want to destruct here, and then moving along this line, I have to click it to destroy it a step before. It's risky, but if you time it right, you'll have the maximum power of your action. During fight, the timing is very important. You will learn on your skin. Remember that on main blockchain, a block is generated every minute. Huntercoin is a dual algorithm script set as 2 minutes per type, and so every minute you should have a new block. Okay, you heard the sound. A new block has come and my hunter has died. You can see I created an hunter with 200 values, and now there are on the ground 192 hooks, because, as I said, 4% of the sum is gone to minus. Now I can move my other hunter to that position. And you look, I have set a multipath. That's right. I set a multipath move. So I go to collect this and go back here. This way I will bank it. Let's look in the meantime that I generated new blocks, that you have a log here that says that your player team A has been killed. Not player, is team, okay? If he was a normal hunter, here you would read the hunter and not player. Clicking on this take you to the location where he died. You can see that. It's important because if I different place and something happens while I'm here, for example, clicking here will take me to the action. Well, I think that it will take too much for me to show you this. Anyway, consider that when the hunter reaches this position and come back, instantly the looted coin will be sent to my team address, to team 1 address. And after 120 blocks, 120 confirmation, my amount on the wallet will change, summing that amount minus 10%, so minus 19 UX, because it's the other fee I talked to you about. So okay, he started to move, but it would take too much. Okay, I could short. I didn't set the shortest path, as you can see, because I go right before going down to spawn area. Anyway, I hope I explained a bit about the basic feature and how to create and move your hunters and destroy it. Good luck and see you to other lessons. Bye.